God damn it, is this going to be good? Am I going to be down there at Sephora or Nordstrom or something buying this shit? Probably. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Nice to see you again for day 5 of my foundation fest. So today I'm going to be trying a sample that I got in my Sephora VIB package a couple weeks ago, I think it was. This is the Tom Ford Traceless Soft Matte Foundation. I know that there's supposed to be, I think, a dupe for this. I'm not sure if it's this one or the one that's like $110 because supposedly this is $88. Right now I have no intention of purchasing this because that's a lot of money. This sample that I got came with 4 colors. And so I think what I'm going to do in order to have enough is maybe mix the 2 lightest ones and just kind of see if that's enough to do my face. I hope that it is. If it's not, well, I don't know what I'll do. But I'm just going to go ahead and crack these open and see what they look like. I think there'll be enough, yeah. So here's the little sample. Eep. So porcelain is definitely more of a pinky tone, and then the other one, which is fawn, is a little more yellow. So that's kind of good. That maybe means that there will be more. I don't know. There's 40 shades of this, so that's kind of cool. I'm gonna go ahead and try not to make the world's biggest mess here, and I'm just gonna pick a little bit of this up with my brush, like a little bit of both colors. I do have my sunscreen, my moisturizer on, and we're gonna go in. We're gonna do it. Okay, so I've got, like I say, both colors on my brush, and I'll probably be doing a little bit of mixing kind of on my face because I'm like, if I try to dig that out and put it somewhere, it's gonna end up everywhere. Okay, that's super yellow. I'm going to try to pick up a little bit more of the lightest one that they sent in this sample, which is porcelain. So that seems better. And I'll bring this down my neck so that I don't have to worry too much about it matching, you know, like perfectly to everything on my body. I do have a sponge that I will be using. I think that this is supposed to be a buildable foundation. I believe it's supposed to be for all types of skin, which I highly doubt because that's just not usually, in my experience, the way foundations work. Something for me is not going to work for somebody that's super oily, I don't think. And you know, we'll see what happens. I have t-shirts that say we'll just see about that on them because that's how I feel about a lot of things. And I am going to be wearing this all day. Again, I have some errands to run, which I don't really want to do, but you know, sometimes you gotta do shit. You gotta adult, right? Okay, so the color is not too bad. I think I could have gone in with just the porcelain, so that's good to know. I mean, if I love this and I decide I want to buy it, that will probably be the shade that I get. It feels nice. It feels you know, light and just kind of typical, which for $88, I guess I was hoping for more than typical. One of the gals that I watch pretty regular, Mel Thompson, she liked this foundation, but she has combo skin. So that's pretty much the only one that I have watched at length, and I know there's supposed to be a dupe. I think I already said that, but I can't for the life of me remember what it was, and I can't seem to find where I saw that. So, okay. I feel like that's pretty nicely blended in. The color seems fine. I forgot to scoot in. Right off the bat, I don't hate it. I don't love the way it looks on my nose. We're going to go over it with a sponge and see what that looks like, because a lot of times that will help things look better in my more problematic areas. So let me grab that. But in general, I mean, it says it's soft matte, so maybe that happens after it sets down a little bit, because it looks pretty natural to me, kind of satiny natural. I feel a little bit like I lifted up some of the product right in here. And I'm trying to stick with that porcelain color right now. At least there was enough in here to actually try, as opposed to just swatch on the side of your face to find a color match. I hate that. It's like, if you're going to give a sample, just go ahead and give enough for somebody to try once or twice. There's not enough in here to do twice, but all right. I'm going to be kind of pissed if this is pretty. I don't usually love soft matte foundations, or matte foundations in general. Kind of depends. I have a few that I like. But right now, I feel like that looks real pretty. So I definitely picked some up on my sponge. All right, let's have a peek. That definitely helped on my nose to sort of smooth that out. Take away any brush strokes, anything like that. Although I don't buff, I usually stipple with my brush, so brush strokes are not usually a problem for me. Okay, now that I'm looking at it, it does seem like it is settling down to a soft, I don't know about matte. I'm not always the best at judging those kinds of things, but it definitely seems, I mean, it seems quite glowy on my forehead. Not glowy in a gross, greasy way, but a nice sort of soft lit within way. I would say that's nice medium coverage. Does the little card say anything? It says full coverage. So natural, soft matte, full coverage, 40 shades. Smooth, long-wearing foundation. Designed for a real skin, natural-looking matte complexion. Well, that's quite the set of claims, isn't it? But I think, yes, as I'm sitting here and looking in my mirror and stuff, sorry, my hair's wet today, but I did put it back. Go me. It does seem like it is settling down into a nice, softly matte finish. So I like that. I like that. God damn it! Is this going to be good? Am I going to be down there at Sephora or Nordstrom or something buying this shit? Probably. I don't know. We'll see. We'll find out. I am going to do an all-day wear test. If it falls apart, I will come back and film what happened. But if it doesn't, I'll just update you in the description box like I've been doing all week for Foundation Fest. I've only had to come back one time, I think one time, to tell you that something didn't work. But I think that I'm going to go ahead and put on the rest of my face. And all this week I've been doing basically the same products. And so, you know, I'll have some thoughts, I think, probably at the end of this video, or maybe kind of a roundup. Maybe I should do that. Maybe I'll do like a Foundation Fest roundup and rank all of these things that I tried this week, and let you know what I thought of those products. So those were the new things that I tried way back at the beginning on Monday: the Melt palette and the Patrick Ta bronzer, contour palette, etc., etc. Let me go finish the rest of my face, and I'll come back and we'll kind of reassess what's going on here, see how it looks with all the other stuff on top, and yeah, I'll be right back, guys. All right, this foundation, I'm not loving it, to be perfectly honest, guys. I feel like although it's a soft matte foundation, it feels very unset. I did powder a little bit in my T-zone. I didn't really powder on the perimeter of my face or anything. I went in with a combination of cream products and powder products for my cheeks and stuff. I don't love the way it looks on my nose, in between my brows and around my mouth, and it seems like it's creasing a little bit around my mouth, and I fully expect it to not look good down here at the end of the day. Between my brows, it just looks heavy. I mean, in general, it looks kind of heavy to me. Now, that could have been user error, just me using too much, but this is supposed to be a full coverage foundation. So, you know, my experience leads me to not care for full coverage stuff on my more mature skin, just because it seems like it emphasizes everything I don't want it to. Not so much because it doesn't cover things, but just because it seems like it increases the texture and I don't know, just the stuff that I don't particularly like to see on my skin as much. Now, I'm definitely a realist, and if you put makeup on, it's going to look like you have makeup on. I mean, at least for me, it does. I don't mind that. I don't mind looking like I'm wearing makeup. Otherwise, I wouldn't go to all the effort to, do this if I didn't want it to actually look like I'm wearing makeup. But, I have my limits as far as what I want a foundation to look like on my skin. And this is not it. I think that you can, get a sample. If you're interested in this, if you have a different skin type, I don't know if this will be drying or if it will feel kind of slidey all day or some combination thereof. But if you're thinking about it, get a sample, try it out before you spend $88 on this. At first I thought, oh yeah, I might like this enough to go purchase this, but right now, no, I'm not going to do that. We'll see what it looks like at the end of the day. I have a sneaking suspicion that I will come back on camera and kind of share with you how it has worn. This is supposed to be long wearing. Again, we'll just see about that. But I think that I'm just going to leave this part of the video here for now and come back later and let you know kind of what I'm experiencing and stuff. Alright guys, I am doing a quick little check-in on the Ford Traceless Soft Matte Foundation. I don't have quite all my lights on, but I can't be bothered because I'm tired and I gotta make dinner, and you know how it is. But I wanted to share with you that I don't like this, and there's a couple reasons for that. It's not so much that it wore off on my nose, which I expect when I'm wearing sunglasses and a mask and things like that. I think it's unrealistic to expect a foundation to stay on your face through all of that. And especially, if you get sweaty or anything like that, forget it. I just don't think it's realistic. But looking at this, I don't like the way, I still don't like the way, I should say, it sits on my nose. And it's definitely gathered in here. And it has, I don't know, it looks kind of like the Gucci one from the other day right in here. And it's like, it's kind of broken apart and it's kind of dry looking. I think it looks fine on the broader planes of my face and stuff. You can kind of see, or at least I can see it. I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but right in here, where my mask was sitting, pretty much everything has worn down there. I don't like the way that this has worn on my skin today. I don't know if it's products underneath or who knows. For $88, this is a hard pass for me. Maybe not quite as hard as the Gucci one, which is like $68, but I just don't like it enough to try to get, you know, a good shade match and to try it more or try it with different, I don't know. I just don't use primers, and so I'm not really gonna, you know, go through my drawer of primers and try 6 different primers to get it to work, to get a foundation to work. That's just not how I operate. There's enough sort of heaviness and brokenness, for lack of a better word, that yeah, I don't think I'm gonna bother anymore with this foundation. Before I go, I am wearing the Be Perfect Manifest Dream Big palette on my eyes again. Is this the 4th time? I think this is the 4th time I've worn this, the 3rd or 4th. And love it. Yep, love it. Still love it. I will include my thoughts, my complete thoughts on this palette when I do sort of my roundup thing, whatever I'm going to do at the end of Foundation Fest, because I have quite a few new things that I tried this week. But I really enjoy this sort of pink, blue, purple situation I've got going on here. Really liking that, and I definitely wanted to try out something besides the oranges in this palette, and so I did this. Thanks so much for joining me today, guys. I really appreciate your time here. If you enjoyed this video while you were watching, I hope you will give it a thumbs up so I know that you liked it, and if you have enjoyed Foundation Fest or any of my other videos, I hope you will consider subscribing if you haven't already. And until my next video, bye guys.